Autism, or autism spectrum disorder, is a complex neurodevelopmental condition that affects a person's behavior, communication, social interactions, and sensory processing. The term spectrum is used because the symptoms and severity of autism vary greatly from person to person. Some people with autism may have significant challenges in daily life, while others may live independently and excel in specific areas of interest. Understanding autism is essential for creating a more inclusive and supportive world for individuals on the spectrum. What is autism? Autism is a lifelong condition that typically appears in the first few years of a child's life. It affects how a person processes information, interacts with others, and experiences the world. While autism is often identified in childhood, its effects can persist throughout a person's life. It is important to note that autism is not a disease, but rather a part of an individual's identity. The core features of autism is characterized by a combination of social communication challenges, repetitive behaviors, and sensory sensitivities. However, the specific ways in which these features manifest can vary widely between individuals. 1. Social communication and interaction challenges. One of the hallmark features of autism is difficulty with social communication. This can manifest in several ways. Difficulty with nonverbal communication. Many people with autism struggle to interpret or use nonverbal cues such as facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice. For example, they may not make eye contact during conversations, or they may have trouble reading someone's mood based on their expressions. Challenges with conversations. People with autism may have trouble starting or maintaining conversations. They may not always understand the give and take of social interactions and may not know when it's their turn to speak or when to stop talking. They might also take things literally, which can lead to misunderstandings. Difficulty with empathy. While people with autism can feel empathy, they may struggle to recognize and understand others' emotions. This doesn't mean they don't care. It is simply that they may find it harder to pick up on emotional cues and respond appropriately. 2. Repetitive behaviors and restricted interests. Individuals with autism often engage in repetitive behaviors or develop intense, narrow interests. These behaviors can vary, but some common examples include repetitive movements. Many people with autism engage in repetitive physical movement, such as hand flapping, rocking back and forth, or spinning objects. These behaviors can be soothing or comforting, and may help the person regulate sensory input or cope with anxiety. Rigid routines. Individuals with autism may prefer structured routines and become upset when these routines are disrupted. Predictability can provide a sense of security, and changes in routine, such as switching classrooms or changing plans, can cause distress. Focused interests. People with autism often develop deep, focused interests in specific topics. These interests might seem unusual or intense to others, but they can be a source of strength. For example, a person with autism may become an expert in subjects like trains, math, animals, or even obscure facts about history. 3. Sensory sensitivities. People with autism may experience sensory which means they are either overly sensitive or undersensitive to sensory stimuli. These sensitivities can impact how they respond to the world around them. Hypersensitivity. Some individuals with autism may find certain sensory experiences overwhelming. They might be highly sensitive to loud noises, bright lights, certain textures, or strong smells. For example, the sound of a vacuum cleaner or the feel of a particular fabric might cause discomfort or anxiety. Hypersensitivity. Conversely, some individuals may seek out sensory input or not respond to certain stimuli in the same way. They might engage in behaviors like spinning objects, touching things repeatedly, or making loud noises to get sensory stimulation. The autism spectrum. A range of abilities. One of the most important aspects of autism is that it exists on a spectrum. This means that individuals with autism may have very different strengths and challenges. While some people may require significant support in their daily lives, others may be able to live independently and have successful careers. Some common scenarios include high-functioning autism. People with this form of autism often have average or above average intelligence and may excel in specific areas such as math, art, or music. They may have fewer difficulties with language, but still struggle with social interactions and nonverbal communication. More severe forms of autism. Some individuals with autism may experience more significant challenges, including limited speech, intellectual disabilities, and difficulties with basics. These individuals may require more intensive support and intervention. Despite these differences, every individual with autism has their own unique combination of abilities, needs, and challenges. Causes of autism. The exact causes of autism are not fully understood, but researchers believe that it is likely due to a combination of genetic and environmental factors. Some genetic mutations and variations are thought to contribute to autism, and there may be prenatal factors, such as complications during pregnancy, that influence the development of the condition. However, there is no single cause of autism, and it is important to note that autism is not caused by parenting styles or environmental factors like vaccines. Diagnosis and early intervention. Autism is typically diagnosed in early childhood, often by the age of 2 or 3, although it can sometimes be diagnosed later. Diagnoses involves observing the child's behavior and development, and specialists like pediatricians, psychologists, or developmental pediatricians may be involved in the assessment process. Early diagnosis and intervention are critical because they provide the opportunity for therapies and services that can help children develop communication, social, and adaptive skills. Early intervention strategies might include behavioral therapy. Techniques like applied behavior analysis are commonly used to teach new skills and reinforce positive behaviors. Speech and language therapy. This can help individuals improve communication skills and understanding of language. Occupational therapy. This therapy helps with sensory processing, fine motor skills, and daily living skills. Special education programs for children with autism who have difficulty in school. Individualized education plans can provide support to help them succeed academically. Strengths and talents. While autism presents challenges, it's equally important to recognize the strengths and talents that individuals with autism may possess. Many people with autism have exceptional attention to detail, the ability to focus on tasks for long periods, and a deep knowledge of specific subjects. These strengths can lead to success in various fields, such as engineering, art, technology, and science. Individuals with autism also often display remarkable honesty and authenticity. Because they tend to see the world in a straightforward way, they may avoid the social complexities that can sometimes complicate relationships. This can make them incredibly sincere and genuine. Living with autism. Support and inclusion. Creating a world that is supportive of individuals with autism involves both understanding and acceptance. Many people with autism thrive when they are given the right tools, environment, and support to succeed. It is important for society to provide opportunities for inclusivity and help break down barriers that may prevent people with autism from participating fully in school, work, and social life. Support can come in various forms, such as family support. Families play a crucial role in understanding and supporting their loved ones with autism. Training and resources can help families learn how to navigate challenges and provide appropriate support. Community inclusion. Schools, workplaces, and communities can create environments where people with autism feel welcome, understood, and able to contribute. Therapies and services. Access to a range of therapies, including speech, occupational, and behavioral therapy, can help individuals develop the skills needed to thrive. Autism is a diverse condition, and each person with autism has a unique experience. Understanding and embracing the differences of individuals with autism is essential for building a more inclusive world. With the right support, individuals with autism can lead fulfilling, successful lives and contribute to society in meaningful ways. By recognizing both the challenges and the strengths associated with autism, we can create environments where everyone is valued for who they are.